God, speak from realms of the unified divine existence, which dwell in all the dimensions of existence and non-existence. I bless and sanctify this universe, which is most important in this era in creation. I am happy about the universe ascension and creation on many levels, as well the amazing empowerment in this era. We have entered a new era and beginning of ascension cycle. In it the gates of creation dimensions will open and shut more easily. During the new millennium, the changes occur in creation will be very significant. In the important light centers of this universe and its galaxies, many fundamental changes will take place, and among humans in divine hierarchy which manage creation. My dear and beloved residents of planet Earth, we see clear the expected changes in the high dimensions, where time don't exist. We call for ages of freedom and blessing, which will bring greater independency to humans, less personal and economic bondage, and a high level of the emotional body development. With the liberation from the chains of human Maya and old consciousness, we observe in planet Earth and throughout the universe and creation progress blissful ages. During the new millennium, creation will experience greater mind development, which has already created very advanced martyr technology. Planet Sirius developed amazing huge spaceships, which use the intensity of the great central sun solar energy in some system. The huge spaceships travel at amazing speed all over galaxies and universes. Some martyr spacecraft are also controlled without drivers by remote control. By using the solar energy power of the great central sun. They developed in Sirius also speed trains, cars, and all kinds of programmed robots which are controlled from far away. Unfortunately, over the last 10 years many wars have been fought on planet Sirius which destroyed the modern martyr cities, due to jealousy of the poor people and their rebellion against the ruling dictators of the states. Most of the release stations of that huge spaceships which reside far away from the big cities remain with their employees, as well the spaceships and their people which fly all over creation. In planet Earth we are amazed by the huge airplanes and ships, as well the advanced medicine, computers, and science. In the future the technology in planet Earth will be even more elaborate and sophisticated. People no longer will have to read books or newspapers, because radios will transmit the knowledge clearly through modern and sophisticated technological methods. The robotics industry will develop and facilitate life, with joyful journeys between galaxies and continents. People will have fun from the physical and emotional high frequency in light halls that will give them pleasure of martyrs music, and other pleasurable inventions and experiences of high light frequencies, almost as in the high dimensions light passageways, in the way to high celestial dimensions. Life will be easy, and people will learn faster because their brains will be developed further. Life expectancy will lengthen and elderly stage of life will shorten. As a result of all these technologies, the air will cleanse of bacteria that cause infections and diseases, and childbirth will be easier. Hospitals will provide sophisticated laser technology that will heal people quickly without much pain and diseases, with lasers rays. And spiritual people will have more power to heal the body by the mind power. Overall, in the modern ages the residents of the physical dimensions in this universe and all creation tend to develop the brain over the heart because of the third dimension limitations and difficulty to create miracles through the mind power, as in high astral dimensions frequency. Resulting, in the third dimension the sciences and technology will continue to develop more than spirituality. Yet, we expect in the new millennium, practically in planet Earth, spiritual awakening in immense scale. I, God, wish that all the populated planets of this universe with their solar systems will approach the center of the universe in the fifth dimensional frequency, so they can enjoy the solar light energy of the great central sun and unite their consciousness. The gaps differences of frequency and consciousness between the stars will refine in the center of the universe, and borders will eliminate in such degree that humans will be able to see the inhabitants of other planets in parallel dimensions when they visit the stars with the powerful spaceships they have developed in planet Sirius. Solar systems with suns and moons move slowly in the sky of high astral dimensions, which are less physical than the third dimension. Also in this universe, the solar system of planet Earth, which landed to the universe bottom, cannot move back to its center near the great central sun. At this time there is too much dense energy in the pathways toward the center of the universe, which have grown very much in the last millenniums. This is sad because the energy in the center of the universe is very powerful and uplifting for people. It seems to be impossible for the stars to move toward the center of the universe, in order to protect humanity from intergalactic human wars. If humans will be able to see people and communicate between stars, will be dangerous of brothers' jealousy and hate. We don't wish for the violent, terrible science fiction films of planet Earth to be the future destiny of the populated stars in the universe. The solar energy of the great central sun, which give power to the big spaceships of planet Sirius to move between universes and dimensions, can be used also for developing big bombs that will destroy spaceships and entire big capital cities. In the astral dimensions, the physical limitations don't exist. Unfortunately, the light frequency has darkened in the last century. Therefore, creating miracles by the mind power is more difficult in this era in relation to past ages. Yet, many people in the new millennium will elevate to high enlightenment and impressive divine consciousness in the high dimensions, and ascend to high dimensions in gates above this universe in unity with the divine. The material worlds are connecting with the astral worlds in some level, and many people have already opened to believe in soul immortality and the existence of previous incarnations. As a result, in the current millennium, people will be less fearful of death and more aware of their subconscious and highest good. They will have more control over their soul decisions, thanks to fast release of karma from previous incarnations and the current one. As a result, the ability to create miracles in the material stars through mind power will intensify. People will be able to choose more consciously where to be born and when. The extremist religions and their beliefs will gradually eliminate. Humanity will experience greater unity, peace, self-love and soul maturity. Therefore, separation of nations, nationalities, races, and religions will be less impotent. In the new millennium, the great opening of humans' DNA assists to connect the gaps difference between the material and astral worlds, through channeling and clear visualization. People will be able to rise between their incarnations in the high dimensions fast and easily. And in the material stars, many people will be able to see beings like angels, aliens, and people from across the non-physical dimensions. They will open to high astral out-of-body experiences during lucid dreams, which is awakening sleep, and while awake. The development of this era to diverse mystical forces will be very powerful, almost as in the high dimensions. Therefore, people who are already going through powerful transition of opening to their mystical abilities should be careful not to lose balance and decency, and don't strive to leave the physical dimension before ascending to mature soul level through many lifetimes. Most people in this universe are not ready yet to end their physical incarnations. If their mystical powers are open, they think they are. Until the time come to end the existence of the earthly dimensional stars, and the ascension of their residents to unity in heavenly dimensions of nirvana begin, this rotation of creation will gain very important achievements in many areas of life. We desire rest from hard and materialistic ages. Thanks to advanced technology and high evolved spirituality, With the fast development of humanity in the new millennium on Earth and other populated stars of the universe, and in the astral dimensions of the heavens, people will become more sensitive and strong, which make them less jealous at each other's, more evolved in soul levels, and connect to their higher selves and divinity. Yet, high morality is even more important when people become very psychics as in the high dimensions, because the temptations are larger. I, God, ask you, my dear and beloved residents of planet Earth, to be happy for your right of living in this advanced age, enjoy the gifts of this new millennium, and honor others as you honor yourself or more. Be grateful to life and forgive your human limitations in the third dimension, till you will ascend with your planet or after leaving it and become more free. On behalf of the kingdoms of the exalted crown of our precious rotation of creation and the previous creations, the high hierarchy of this universe and all creation, high divine consolers, important ascended masters, on behalf of the kingdoms of the exalted crown of our precious rotation of creation and the previous creations, brave legions of archangels and angels who protect humanity from the satanic forces in creation through many eons, and on behalf of my ancient and new creators who have created this universe and other universes and stars, I am your God. Send my unconditional love and blessings to you, my beloved dear children. I bless you and sanctified your precious souls for eternity of eons. I am God. Amen.